can't do that. There he is. There he is. He's live. I think we might have finally figured it out. Finally figured it out. I'm back up. No, it's slowing down. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're gonna close that. Hey, that's me. Alrighty. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds, because no, I'm not ready to read. I have zero faith in my like internet connection or anything like that. And hopefully somebody is there. I'll just like combine all these videos. I don't know. I'll put them all into one, and it'll make some. So, yeah, what's up, man? Finally, yeah, we back, baby. Never give up. Just because comms go down doesn't mean, you know, we're not still here. That's the whole thing. We're not trying. You just gotta keep contacting us, and we'll keep putting out messages. All right. So I was trying to play your one of your other songs while I was getting the stream ready, but I had to close out Discord. Streamlabs, and like restart it for whatever reason, because it wasn't playing any of the desktop audio for your music, so none of it came through, which was awesome. So now there's another clip of just silence and then me bitching about something up here for the next, I don't know, until I delete it. Go ahead, download it. It'll be funny. Anyway, let's go to the next clip of conservative comedy, and see what they actually have to say, and then we'll move on to CC and get into some science.
The exact same joke, even though I don't even know what the joke is.
Unification isn't the goal. Conflict is. And once you see this framework, it shows up everywhere. I mean, take a look at what's on CNN right now.
Grandmas
Knitting,
are systemic
butterscotch
racism.
candies,
If you don't call your
plastic-covered
grandma
couches,
and tell her she's a
it's
racist,
all racist.
you're a racist.
Maybe the bear does have a point there.
The bear is a racist.
He is a racist.
So 3 nights in a row with that one. I don't know if they can't.
How do you run the same shitty joke 3 nights in a row as a comedy show? These motherfuckers have been watching Johnny Carson, and you can tell the writers of this have never seen any of the late night talk shows. You can tell easily, because the people who are watching it grew up on, like I said, Johnny Carson and like Jay Leno and fucking what is his name? Who else? Dick Van Dyke and all those other people who had actual like comedy bits, and this will land with them barely, because it's just sort of a representation of what they kind of see as comedy. It's not actual comedy, because the people who are writing this don't have any actual experience in what they're talking about, and they can't refute the points because they know they would be incorrect. So they put out this load of bullshit, and all of a sudden it's comedy. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all how they can run this. And like you said, ran it for 3 nights in a row. This same skit, the similar skit with the, oh, you're a racist, oh, you know, you're a racist. Talking about systemic racism on CNN is like, it's super centrist. They're like, oh yeah, well, it exists, but we can't just not acknowledge the social parameters of the, you know, lower economic infrastructure and blah 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 blah. That's what goes on. They think if you think CNN is some kind of bastion of like left-wing thought or like a leftism, then you are so far right then that you would find this shit funny. Honestly. Find our new spot.
That one's really working. It's not clear. If it was a good joke, what works? Not a joke that's working.
Mm-hmm.
And I also am wondering, like, is there really a studio audience, or is the laughter just employees who are hanging out in the room? Because it sounds very, very sparse. Like, it's all very strange. Every detail. If you were trying to make a satire of right wingers doing a comedy show, this is what a.
Well, I don't know if this one actually fell into any of the like 5 1.5 minute streams I did, you know. But if any of this fell into that, but yeah, it makes perfect sense that these guys are trying to do the same thing the late night comedy show hosts are doing, but they don't understand that a lot of those guys are failing mostly because they don't have a studio audience, and you're trying to create a studio audience, but you also have to abide by laws, 1, and 2, your shit's not funny, so you're basically forcing people to laugh. And that forced laughter, instead of like, you know, an applause sign, which is just sort of like a laughter or applause reaction, just it doesn't work as well. People understand that there's a subconscious where you actually hear that and you feel it.
A Saturday Night Live skit
Are they,
about right-wing comedy shows would look like.
How do their brains
But this
work?
is actually the show. So now on to your comments. I asked on Monday, why can't right-wingers do comedy? Why doesn't it work? And I got a bunch of interesting responses. Many of you wrote to me and said, you know, David, the reason you said, sir, the reason right-wing comedy does.
Yeah, right now. What the fuck? Go. I was already going. The hell? Okay. My bad. I think damn, come on, man. Can you give me 2 seconds of stream here, buddy? Broham? Broski? Brokenstein? That's weird. That is really weird. Alright. I'm going to take a look at CC, and then I think I'm going to go look at computer parts. Are you serious? The following content has been identified. Oh my god. Is it because it's flat Earth? That's hilarious. Playback doesn't begin once.
Space shuttles and other space rockets arc and appear to fall back down in order to get into orbit.
Whoa, really?
Sure, the altimeter never shows this arc, but that must still be the way to get into space. And I think it's interesting.
Yeah, it's okay. So this rocket isn't going. It's not going to go straight up. It's not going to go straight up and then just get caught by the, you know, International Space Station or wherever it's going. Okay, so let's say this rocket is going to the International Space Station. So it has to go up, and it also has to follow the same trajectory as the International Space Station, so that when they link up, they're basically going the same speed, so that if they're moving on one plane, like, you know, the International Space Station right here can link up with the space shuttle right here, and they can move along without exploding into a million fucking pieces and killing everyone on board. Your fundamental misunderstanding of basic physics, like, astounds me. I do not know how these people exist. How do you exist in the world? Seriously, not only that, but if I were to launch a rocket up, straight up with a trail, you know, eventually you would see that trail curve because you're rotating on the planet. That's what would happen if you had a perfect clear atmosphere and a rocket with a line of light going straight to it all the way up, and you just watched it go straight. Eventually you can moving, but this has to match the speed of something that's going 17,500 miles per hour. All right, 17,500 miles per hour is how fast you have to go. It's orbital speed around the Earth. Go ahead and correct me on that if I'm wrong, but that's how fast the International Space Station is going. So you have to match that speed in order to link up with it. It's the same thing as it's the same thing as like the Fast and Furious like car grab thing, where they're just like, whoa, and I know, hold on, that's super hard to do, but they're grabbing onto the thing and trying to pull each other together. They have to be going the same speed in order to pull those two masses together, as well as overcoming the massive friction of the vehicles, the tires on the vehicles. Okay? I mean, those movies are such shit and so unrealistic. I mean, the first one, I'd say the first three are worth watching. After the first one, if you're not nostalgic, you're good. But yeah. So let's see what else we got.
Interesting how the rockets have to fall to go up. In addition to pointing out this weird attribute, flat earthers have also made us aware that no one actually knows why these rockets arc like that, as demonstrated by this parent here.
Is that a plane or is it the rocket?
So you're gonna use some kid's ignorant ass parent to like bolster your view on why you're wrong? First of all, these clouds, or that cloud, that's probably around, if I were a betting man, I'd say that's around 20 million pounds of water right there, okay? This rocket is so fucking high up that it basically has to move in that direction, because if it moves straight up, it's going to crash into the International Space Station where it's trying to fucking get to. Or it might crash into a satellite or a piece of space trash that'll puncture a hole and suck the xenomorph out. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Get that one on GoPro, NASA. Show me some xenomorphs, NASA. I want to see some xenomorphs. Whoa.
Is that the rocket lifting off?
Yeah.
That's
Is this dude gonna show, like... Is this some other dude's video? It's not going down. It's not only that, but your perspective is different. That added on with the fact that the wind is also is also moving in different directions and taking this stream of gases elsewhere. That's where the fuck it's taking it. Oh god, I'm gonna go back because he's clearly just like, this seems like someone else's video, because it's not CC talking. let's see what he has to say in his kitchen. This was 5 days ago. Why is it turning? Why is it turning? Why is it Alan turning?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County, 4421. Happy Easter, everyone. My Greek Easter isn't until, I think it's May 4th.
Greaster.
This year, but anyway, these are all made up dates, doesn't matter. Who cares? Does it have a complaint department? Do they? You know, I mean, all the other companies do have a complaint department. But does NASA have a complaint department?
Hold on.
I mean, while you're sitting there down in Florida, down at Cape Canaveral, and you watch a rocket blast off, and then all of a sudden, it turns.
Dude, stop. First of all, NASA absolutely has a complaint department. 100%. You could obviously go on to the NASA... Hold on. Watch this. We'll do it right now. Google. Google NASA. There we go. NASCAR. There we go. Creationist kit, no. Man, if this ever actually works out. Alright, we're not going to do that. But anyway, they have a contact us. They have a complaint department at NASA. Yes, you can go there.
And you have questions. Can you complain to NASA? No.
Yes.
No, you can't. Yeah. You just have to sit there and watch it like every other train ride. When the tragedy.
The problem is, and the real tragedy is your inability to find that fucking autofocus button and turn it to, you know, manual, or actually situate yourself in a way that doesn't autofocus all the time. So, like, you have to give the right complaint. You can't say, oh, well, I disagree with, you know, your science because I'm, you know, the earth is flat. Yeah, they're gonna hang up on you. Of course they are. They absolutely will. I would too. But, like, if you're gonna go there and complain, be like, hey, you know, I was in the bathroom and I slipped on a pile of dookie and I kind of, you know, hurt my leg, they'll talk to you. Or if you say, hey, you know, hey, I went to NASA, or I'm at NASA and I have I'm pissed about my working conditions or whatever the fuck. Yeah, they have a complaint department. Or you were passing through NASA and all of a sudden you know, got gas. Yeah, they have a complaint department. It depends on what your complaint is and who you are and how seriously they're gonna fucking take you, CC. That's the problem. Nobody takes you seriously.
Of the Space Challenger. Ooh, that's a nerve. People don't like me to bring that up. Well, they're all alive. Every single one of them. And we can prove it.
Oh, shit. Did he just say the Challenger space crew is alive? Holy fuck, is that insensitive. They literally exploded in air. Like, oh my god. No, you don't do that. Holy fuck, how insensitive can you be, dude? These weren't like, you know, you can't make the argument that these were, if they were Green Berets, like, oh, they were like fighting for the government. These were astronauts. They were on a mission for science and humanity, and they died in a terrible, horrifying explosion that killed all of them. And you're telling me that never fucking happened. How can you do that? Oh my, we have the black box or the recordings where they...
While I was in the classroom,
you can hear them dying, basically.
I turned over to my professor, and I asked him, why the fuck is this thing turning? Why am I looking at an aerial view of the rocket upside down? Why? No answer.
Bull fucking shit. Either that, or you asked the wrong professor, because a biology professor or an English professor may not have that answer. However, an astrophysics professor or a, general physics student could tell you exactly why that is. But not only did this never happen, but you still don't understand why you see the rocket turn. It turns because it has to match the trajectory of the International Space Station, which is 17,500 fucking miles per hour. If you think driving in your shitty, oversized truck at 100 miles an hour weaving through traffic like a jackass is fast, you haven't been a goddamn astronaut, and you never will be, because 1, you can't hit the fucking autofocus, and 2, you don't even know how looking at a rocket works. You don't know how perspective or space travel works. We've been doing space travel since the 1950s, dude. We perfected it thanks to the Nazis. It's 100% true. We scooped up Nazi scientists like fucking no other. It was pretty glorious. Jeez.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, that never happened, dude.
You gotta see the lies. You gotta see through this bullshit. And then you'll...
They never provide any evidence. Yes, he is for real. 100% for real. They never provide any evidence. They never say, they never actually give any counter facts. I honestly don't know how these people exist. Let's look at tides on our flat Earth. Because you know what? I love science. Science is like my bread and butter. I literally go outside just to look at rocks because I like geology. I can find you some fossils. Anybody want some fossils? I'll go get some fossils. Actually, never mind. Scratch that, because that's illegal. That is actually 100% illegal. I don't condone that. I will not do that. Never mind. Disregard. I will not find you and give you fossils because I do not own the land that the fossils I know that would come from. So I will find you legal fossils and send them to you if you would like. There you go, for free. You pay shipping. Let's see how tides work with the CC. Oh. Yeah, I press play. Weird.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County. It's 4/2/21. Today's a Friday, and I just want to cover a couple things. A couple things to think about.
Oh, send it to me, bruh.
Well, let me just get something off my chest right now, because Tully, the roof rack company.
So, a Ravenous Bean says, hey, I got something for you in the Discord. Yeah, send me anything in the Discord. For anybody that is watching this now or watches this later, go ahead, send me anything in the Discord, don't like DM me. If you spam me or anything, you're gonna get ignored. You're gonna get deleted. I'm gonna regulate this thing. So, but if you have something interesting, put it in the Discord. There's a few places. If you have music, put it in the milk crate. If you have any art, put it into the art bin. And if you have anything you want to share, just put it in the share bin. And that could just be bullshitting or a link or anything like that. Right now, I'm not going to open up the Disc. I want to keep the stream going. And I don't want to try to have any interruptions. So I'll open it up in a little bit. How about that? Once I'm done with CC. If you put it in there already. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, dude. Like I pressed play. Ooh. Oh, okay. Dude, I love. Give me all the pictures of rocks. Click, 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 click. There we go.
You suck. Yeah, unfortunately, they no longer produce parts here in the East Coast because of this bullshit going on. So now I have to get a whole new roof rack system. That's why you see all this crap from my trunk back here, because I have my old roof racks in the car. And one of these days I'm going to put it on eBay and maybe sell it. I don't know. If anybody out there has a 2017 Subaru Legacy, these fit. If you get a new car, they won't fit them anymore. Anyway, so fucking just pisses me.
I don't know what he's bitching about, all these rocks and shit. But anyway, yeah. I'm gonna make a here. I'm gonna make a note. So I'm gonna make a what is it? A Discord thing, Discord hangout channel that is just pictures of rocks, cool rocks that you find. By all means, send them in. I got a shelf filled with fossils. It's awesome, and I love it. And I love looking at new rocks. And if you find them, let me know and put it in there. I'll have that up probably tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, I'm getting my vaccine. It's super dope. I'm super excited. I get the coronavirus vaccine. I'm getting the Johnson & Johnson, so I only have to go for the one. But since I sold my Jeep, I'm allocating a little bit of money, so I might go get some sushi as well to celebrate me getting my vaccine. If you haven't gotten your vaccine, that's okay. Go ahead and do it.
We get screwed.
As long as you're in the right reasons. Like, you can't get it, or as in like unavailable, or you're putting, that's fine. But if you're just like, I'm skeptical, go get your fucking vaccine, dude. You'll be alright. If we go into I Am Legend territory, it wouldn't be surprising, would it? Really? Really, would it? I clicked them way too many times. Now it's confused.
Because of this nonsense. Anyway. So I was
nice. Let me know how
thinking
it
to
goes.
myself yesterday,
Damn, dude.
Traveling at these enormous amount of speeds through the universe, millions upon millions, 65 million miles per hour, and the sun whirling through into space. And every time there's a meteor shower or a meteor coming by, it's always coming to us. We're never going to it. That's what they all say, right? The meteor now is coming to us.
Yeah, because that's our perspective. The meteor is coming towards us. That's what it looks like. We're going to have a meteor shower where the meteors are going to look like they're coming at you, but in reality, what's most of the time what happens during a meteor shower is you're passing through like the tail of a comet or something, and you just get all these little particles. If you didn't know, in order for a meteor to actually like shine in the atmosphere and actually streak, it only has to be about the size of a grain of sand or a pebble. It really only has to be very, very tiny. So these aren't like giant asteroids that are streaking through the atmosphere. If we had something like that, you would fucking hear it and you would see it, and it would be scary as shit. Unless you're Russian, of course. But apparently my zip code is one of the areas that are highly susceptible with COVID. Oh yeah, that's great. That's why you're scheduled for a later date. Yeah. That's what's happening. The meteors are moving in their own direction. They can be basically stagnant in space, and we move through that tail of the comet, and it would look like the meteors are coming at us. That's basically what it looks like. Because if the meteors were actually coming at us, we would essentially be moving towards a star behind a comet that was showering off all of these particles that would be shining in our atmosphere. That's essentially what would happen. But that's not what's happening, because obviously none of what you're saying is true, and we still have day and night and all of the scientific facts that apply to this actual situation.
No, we should be going to it. It should not be coming to us. This is only possible on a flat, stationary, contained world. It's unbelievable. It's unfucking believable. If we were traveling through space like this daily, we would hit meteor showers. Meteors should be flying all over the fucking place. One should be hitting right now.
They do. They are. Seriously, a meteor hits the Earth about every 2 hours or so. 100%. Like a meteor actually strikes the Earth about every 2 hours, and you won't see them, but they're hitting the Earth all the time, and he especially won't see them because he's representing Rochester, New York, so he's shitting all over all the people that can actually see them, because this dumbass lives in the city. You're around too much light pollution. If you turned off all the lights, you'd see them all the time. You would see all of the satellites. You could actually see satellites moving around, but you can't do that because you're too dumb to look up in a night where it's actually dark out. You fucking idiot. It's seriously frustrating that such a banal and mundane concept, at least to me, is so hard for someone like this to grasp, who says that they're like a huge scientist, which obviously he's not. It's really not that hard of a concept to grasp. You have a ball. Things move around it because it has a specific gravity, because it has mass. Oh man, he just knows how to get motherfuckers worked up.
The fucking street should be exploding right now, or we should be seeing streaks all over the place, but no, we don't, because they're all coming toward us. That is an amazing light show up there. That's all that is, and that pretty much sums up meteor showers to me. You know, and another thing too. Okay, this is how our mechanical world works. Okay?
Straight up,
this is what I find very, very interesting. That the only tides that are even possible are on an ocean, or anything connected to the ocean. That's the only way you can get tides. You see?
Nope, not 100. No, hold on. You fucked up because you're talking to a geologist. Because tides, like tidal forces, don't apply to water. Like the tides don't just go into water. Tidal forces are reflective on the entire mass of the Earth. So when you have the Earth here, and say the moon over here, or let's say a strong hand moon over here, they're both acting on each other, and when the moon pulls on the Earth, yeah, it's pulling the water, but it's also pulling all of that rock and all of that mass. So it's heating it up and churning all of that around. And if you were to increase the mass of the moon and say put something like, let's say, and bigger meteors get caught in Jupiter's strong gravitational pull. Exactly. Jupiter is the big brother of the solar system. Jupiter basically has defended us from all of those gigantic asteroids that should have destroyed life on Earth. But as far as tidal forces, yeah, if you were to replace the moon with Neptune, we probably wouldn't survive very, very much, because we would be the one orbiting the larger mass. We would have the stronger tidal forces on us. The Earth would look completely different. You just don't understand what these forces are. Tides don't relate to just water. It's not just water. It's the ground underneath you is actually moving and flexing. That's why you can find rock that's bent and folded. It literally folds on itself through heat and pressure. It's amazing and it's fascinating. And I don't understand why people like this, especially people like this, can't find the fascination in just the world around them. This is literally the world around you, and it's happening, and it's so much grander than this dumbass conspiracy of straight up, oh, well, it's all just a projection. That's dumb. If it's real, if it's reality, it's so much more tantalizing and appealing. Because it's literally just the world around you, and it happens to exist. Alright? We can explain, for the most part, how it exists. We can't explain why it exists by any means. We have our notions, but that's about it. So just enjoy what the fuck is going on around you. Enjoy the damn rocks and the dirt and the trees. And once in a while, get your ass outside of the city and enjoy a fucking meteor shower, because you know what? Your ass really needs to look up at the sky for a decent amount of time. You're not doing it enough. And you know what? That's where your brain's rotten. You've pushed so much brain into your damn ego, into your damn throat, that none of it has been pushed back in your cerebellum. Look up, folks. Look the fuck up once in a while. Jesus Christ. CC, you really know how to get my goddamn goat, bro.
See, I grew up in a river town, and the river would, once a month, always go through its tide cycles. But lakes don't. So I guess lakes have some sort of anti-gravitational pull device.
Lakes do have tides. Yes, they do. Lakes absolutely do have tides. Lakes' tides would be different if the tides basically work exactly the same. Unless that lake is being, like, fed gravitationally by like the surrounding sources, so that it actually, like, doesn't have, any actual tide. But yes, they do have tides, but you won't have tides like in the ocean, because you don't have the same amount of masses acting on each other. Tides definitely exist on lakes. They do. They exist. If they exist in rivers, they exist on lakes. You're just seeing it from a different perspective. This is the problem that you have. CC, dude, you have a real problem with perspective, and I don't think you should be allowed to drive. Because honestly, dude, it doesn't seem like you could see one thing from two different angles. How do you exist in life? Like, how do you see... Like, it's so hard to explain, CC. Because... Look at that smile. He's... that smile. God damn it. I don't know. Let's see what else he has to say. And then I'm gonna try one more of his videos, because this is really interesting in what he goes to. These are just the featured videos. I haven't even checked out like what his new shit is.
It's nice. And that so lakes are completely all the gravitational pull completely minuses lakes. No tides on lakes at all whatsoever. Stays completely flat all the time, every day, with no tides at all whatsoever. But then people will ask, but no, what? What are you going to ask? I can't even think of a rebuttal for it right now. You know, I mean, really.
What am I going to ask? Easy. What's your evidence that tides don't exist on lakes? So here's a question. If tides don't exist on lakes, how do sand dunes exist inland of the lake? Because you would have to have some kind of force pushing that out. And over time, yeah, you could say, well, the sand comes out, but no, the water has to push it out. So there has to become some kind of come side of tidal force going on there. Oh, I gotta look at one more of CC's videos. At least one more. I wanted to look at the one dude, Peter's political perspective that I did the other day, but I maybe I'll check out Hannah Reloaded's channel and see if I can really quick find the video I'm looking for. Because there's some specific arguments that, like, goddamn, dude. Hey, you on our flat Earth. Moon test on our flat Earth. Man. This dude literally just puts flat Earth in every single video. FE. Iron Age? The new Iron Age? Is he part of the new Iron Age? CC is part of the Illuminati. He's trying to start the new Iron Age, mining the flat Earth. Oh, I get it. The flat Earth, it's not flat where it has like cones and stuff coming off of it. It's flat like a coin. I got it. They're mining the iron of the flat Earth coin to make the new Iron Age, and he's trying to warn us. I don't. That's not gonna work. I can't conspiracy theorize. I can't conspiracy theorize. Yeah, don't play the lottery. It's a tax on the poor. I won't say, like, don't ever play the lottery. If you get a couple bucks here and there, yeah, fucking throw it at the lottery. Why not? It's the same thing as throwing it at some weed or booze or, a couple cigarettes or whatever the fuck. Throw it at the lottery. What the fuck? It's a little bit of a gamble. You're doing all right. So, it's $2. Maybe you might win $1 billion, which would be pretty fucking cool. 2 into $1 billion. 2 and 2 makes $1 billion. Oh, let's talk about gravity. I want to talk about gravity.
You see, we're still waiting for a top scientist to contact us. Not me in particular. Maybe another YouTube people that are putting many videos out with all this subs. But we're still...
Yeah, my mom buys them a lot. Yeah, definitely all adds up. My mom buys a lot of lotto tickets. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do buy lotto tickets once in a while, but I'm pretty specific, and it's usually like when I have a couple bucks, or if I found a $5 bill laying around, I'll be like, you know what, I'll go buy a lottery ticket if it's over 200 million or something like that, and I'll go in, I'll buy a couple lottery tickets, and I'll fuck off. And normally I lose, whatever. It's the same thing as like going, buying some beer. It's like, drink the beer, whatever. It's whatever. Pissed it away. But yeah, don't regularly buy lotto tickets. Don't buy them every fucking week. There's no fucking point. That's $2 every week. That's, $8 a month. $16 if you buy 2. And, if you're buying, one of those $20 lottery tickets, well, that's, $80 a month. So, it all adds up. I'm gonna hit the latrine real quick. We're going to talk about, we're going to see what he has to say while I go.
Waiting for us top scientists to contact us and explain everything to us. But we still haven't had that person. You see, the problem is, flat earthers have a problem with gravity. It can't be explained. And there comes a big problem. So all you're getting educated, the scientists that are out there, is complete nonsense. It's been written, and you're learning nonsense. Nothing that's been ever proven. You see, now that's the problem with us, with flat earthers at least. And we try to get through this. We try to speak to scientists and try to hear their explanation of gravity. And there is none. Because we don't know what it is. We have no idea. We have dug down 8 miles. 8 miles. No. Okay? 8 miles, that's all we've dug down to. Alright. The Russians took...
Dude, CC, we fucking talked about this, bro. I talked about this. I talked at you with this in the last stream, for fuck's sake. Come on, man. We only dug down because we don't have the materials to dig down any further. The mantle is not solid. It's plastic. And in the sense that, not in the sense that like, oh, I have, plastic lenses in these sunglasses, but plastic in the geologic sense in which that it can like move and mold around the tool. It'd be like trying to drill through unset epoxy is basically what you're trying to do. And you can't get an effective measurement like that, especially when it's at 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, depending on how far down you fucking go, dude. Good land. And gravity, we do have an explanation for gravity. Masses attract each other. Regardless, you're a way bigger dude than I am, CC. So you would actually attract me. Honestly, you are reprehensible in both mind, body, and soul. Well, both mind and body. Well, soul, we'll get to that in a second. But you're just terrible, so I'm not really attracted to you. But gravitationally, yeah, that's what would happen. I know a lot of people have seen like the water droplet moving around like a needle, and I want to verify that that's actually the gravity of the needle. Yeah, we don't want to watch some like Syrian war footage. Sorry, I just went to the okay, I'm gonna show you. Boom. Oh wait, no, we'll go back. This is a little bit better video, better quality. So here's what we got. So we have our water droplet here, And the reason we have a water droplet right here as our sphere is because water has surface tension. So in its natural state, in zero gravity or free fall, it forms into a sphere through surface tension, and it gains a certain mass depending on the amount of molecules and atoms that are able to attract to each other. Obviously, you have some down here that have attracted to this needle or whatever it is. So the needle being our second mass, and this needle has significantly more mass than the water droplet. So in order for this water droplet to orbit around this needle like it's going to do, not only does the needle have to have more mass than the water droplet, but the water droplet has to be moving at a certain pace in order to maintain that orbit. It has to have an orbital speed. And that's what they do in this experiment. As you see, it moves around, and it's moving in an elliptical orbit, like you would have with, say, a planet. So it loses speed, and then it gets closer and gains speed. And that gain speed moves it farther away. And the lost speed moves it closer. And that loss of energy is, it's transferred between these two objects interacting with each other. That's how gravity works. And this is a very basic demonstration that they did in zero gravity, in free fall, on the International Space Station. Were they influenced by gravity? Absolutely. By gravity of all around them, and by the gravity of the Earth. However, the influence of the gravity of the Earth was negated by their orbital speed, which put them in free fall, which allowed them to do this experiment in which this water droplet orbits around a knitting needle, simply because the water droplet has a lower mass. It's able to congeal itself with surface tension, and the knitting needle has higher mass and is able to attract that water droplet into orbit. Fascinating, correct? Thank you, Ravenous Bean. Couldn't have said it better myself. Like, alright. By the way, I cut metal for a living. Okay. Now, if anybody wants me to work out the math on that, I'm going to go find a calculator and a piece of paper to distract you with while I fuck off, because math is not my thing. Math is not my subject. But let's see what else this galaxy brain has to say.
30 years to do this, and we've never gone beyond that. We have no idea where the layers of the layers that are lied to. No, I'm sorry. Let me retract that. The layers that are shown to our children. We have no idea anything about that.
Is he talking about the layers of the Earth? Because we have a very, very good idea about that. Trust me, geologists are really fucking good at what they do, and think about in the world of science and like earth sciences, think of a geologist as the FBI, like a personality finder. What are they called? I know what they're the people that like identify suspects and basically can completely break down the identity and motives of an individual based off of like all of their crimes. There's a very specific thing for that. Oh. Ravenous Bean, help me out. Ravenous Bean. But that's what geologists do. Like, you can't rely on what's happening immediately. You have to rely on what happened 100 million years ago, for fuck's sake. Or if you're trying to figure out what the hell is happening now, you have to figure out what the hell is happening literally right now against a violent outburst of geology. But most of the time you're just like hammering away at rocks trying to figure out like what the composition is and where the hell they came from, and you're working back in time. So to say that, oh my god, so frustrating. It sends me off track.
All right.
And his fan.
I mean, they're lying about the planet.
The layers. So when you analyze everything on the surface, you can figure out what happened below. Just while the geology lingo. Yeah, nobody's good with geology lingo except, PhD geologists. So in the last 50 minutes of the stream, yeah. Hey man, I'll spout off plenty more. So like, basically what he's trying to say is we don't know what is underneath the Earth's crust, and the Earth's crust is I think only a few kilometers. It's like, it's like 7 kilometers. Or 7 miles or some shit like that. 12 kilometers. That's about where we get to the mantle. And then you get to the mantle, and the mantle is, and when I say plastic, I mean, think about like a National Geographic scientist jamming like a hammer into some lava. I'm sure you've seen a video or a gif of that. And they're jamming it in there, and they're like pulling it out. And then they have to put it into a bucket or something like that. That's what I mean by plastic. Like it's moldable. You couldn't drill through it. And that's what we know is down below. And we know the composition of that because we've been able to pull out olivine, which is what the mantle is made of. And some of that mantle comes up, and it actually, will freeze on the Earth. Freeze, not a geology term. It'll, solidify on the Earth, and it'll become olivine, which is a rock, a mineral, and it comes straight from the damn mantle, basically. But sorry, I got a little into the geology.
They made up this ridiculous nonsense of just shit. I mean, it's unbelievable.
You're not providing any counter argument, bro.
It's unbelievable how I bought it.
Geologize at me.
I believe this shit. I thought we were gonna go to fucking Mars and beyond.
We could, but dipshits like you continue to make videos that, repress thought of literally anything other than flat Earth and your own dumb shit. Hey, check it out. Alright. Don't look at my viewers. Wait, why did I go back? I meant to go back. Back. Not to YouTube. Ravenous Bean. You gotta do me a favor. Get some viewers.
You see, we're still waiting for a top scientist to contact us.
So,
not me in particular.
They're not contacting you because you suck and you don't have anything of value to add to the conversation. Goodness. H. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a big white square. That's weird. Duct tape is the new norm on our flat Earth? What? Should I do this one? Or should I do another one? Should I do the duct tape if I should do the duct tape one? Because I kind of want to do that. But if that's crazy, I want to know what else he's got. Oh, gravity and the butterfly. Let's see. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Boom! I fucking figured it out. I just have to go through my phone. Hey, Ravenous Bean, you just became a goddamn moderator. I don't know why I just had that thought. I was just like... it wouldn't go through here, so I was just like, oh, maybe it'll work through the phone. So, unfortunately, basically I promised that, like, Chris Davis, if he ever shows up ever again, I don't know. Hopefully, I hope that dude's good. Hey, dope. Also, I'm going to do the same with the original crew, the OG crew. I figured it out. I got you guys. Don't worry. I'm on this. So, awesome. God, why didn't I fucking think of that before? God, I'm so dumb. Ugh. Man, I feel so bad. Because, like, alright. So, I don't mean to be like a dick online, but I feel like I come off as more of a dick. And when I'm just because like I made RB a mod doesn't mean that I'm not gonna make the other people, you know, that I have in my mind mods. But I just figured that out, so I figured I would try it and do it instead of kind of waiting and maybe forgetting. So I feel like I came off as rude or as a dick, but yeah, no, I figured this out. I got this. This is gonna be fucking sweet. Hopefully I can go back through like chats and mod people. Dope, dude. This will be sweet. Oh, I can't believe I figured it out. I'm so proud of myself. I figured out how to internet. Yeah, old girl Rachel was like, oh, can I please be a mod? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, because you're the one who told me to get a Discord, and I was waiting for somebody to tell me to get a Discord.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be.
Please do not drive and film yourself. Film the road, okay? It's okay to like film the road ahead of you and have the audio inside the car, but don't film your own. Don't film like this. Don't do this. If you want to do this, go and park somewhere, because this is straight up dangerous. You're not focused on the road, you're focused on whatever the fuck you're talking about. And I mean, there's a lot going on all around me. That's why I get distracted, and that's why, you know, things shut down sometimes. So like, don't do this while you're driving. I don't understand why people do this while they're driving. It's so ridiculously
CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's September 3rd.
Yeah, fuck this
2020.
guy. You're right. I kind of don't want to watch him anymore because he's kind of a piece of shit. I wish I could watch this, but it's not only is it copyrighted music, but it's I mean, it's nudity. Also, by the way, I'm pretty sure I can't get flagged or anything for saying this, but if you are looking for a new way to exercise, and since the weather is getting warm, by all means, go onto youtube.com and you can absolutely search nude yoga, and they will give you the proper poses in which to, satisfy your not only your desire to stretch yourself and exercise your body, but in order to beat the heat and be comfortable in your own home. So go ahead and search nude yoga on YouTube at any time you want. By all means, go ahead. And then when your favorite YouTuber gets canceled or shut off or kicked out or kicked off or whatever the fuck it may be, yeah, remember. Do you remember? Oh, I thought that said 20 minutes ago. I was like, what? Was it Jamie stream? For my own stream? Yeah, man, I don't really have anything else. I don't really have anything lined up because, I mean, I'm building on a foundation of shit falling apart, and unfortunately, I don't have the viewers to, like, really explore anything right now, and to, I don't know, I guess continue? For lack of a better word. But yeah, I appreciate you coming by, and now that I know how to make mods, I will definitely be making some mods, and thank you for being the first, I guess. To anybody that came by and wanted to pop in and say your piece, go ahead and say your piece. Unfortunately, I totally missed my target, so maybe next time. And I have my computer money, so we'll do computer stuff, and we'll have an RGB massive. You won't even be able to see my face RGB computer. Probably not. It'll just be all black, because I'm gonna coat in matte black spray paint like a jackass. Anyway, yeah, I appreciate you having fun, man. Thank you, and thanks for having fun. I'm glad I was entertaining, and hopefully next time I can be consistent in one stream, which sucks because now I'm consistently streaming, but I'm completely out of content, which fuck my life. Thanks for stopping by. I'm actually gonna head over to FML and Underhaven. I don't know if I'm going to be like active on either of them really too much, but I'll be there. I'll interact and whatnot. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully anybody who wanted to watch the stream actually enjoyed it. I appreciate everybody that